how music came to the world. One day, the sky god, Tezcatlipoca, ruler of the universe, was walking the earth. He was enjoying the glorious mountains, the sea, but he felt as if there was something missing. He realized that this emptiness was because there was no music on earth. No one was singing, and no one played a note. The only sound to be heard was the sound of howling wind. He felt sorry for the people of earth. There were singers and musicians in heaven who played and sang all day, and everything about that music entertained the lives of the gods. Tezcatlipoca called upon the god of the winds, Quetzalcoatl. "We need music on earth," he said. "Music?" said Quetzalcoatl. "What does that have to do with me? I have no music." "I know," the sky god said, "but I'll tell you who does have it. The sun. He surrounds himself with singers and musicians, and he won't share their music with us. The world feels hopeless without sound. Go to the sun and ask him to send music to earth. We must find a way to brighten the people's lives." Quetzalcoatl felt sorry for the people as well, and he thought it would be a good idea to give music to the people of earth. Quetzalcoatl unfolded his wings and hurled himself into the air. He flew over land and sea, heading straight to the house of sun. After many hours of flying, he finally reached the land of sun. He could see the shimmering towers in the distance, and he heard the sweet sound of music in the air. Quetzalcoatl followed the music, and he soon arrived at the palace of the sun. The sun was surrounded by musicians of many colors, white and blue, gold and red. The music, like its color, was bright and soothing, or lyrical and sweet, or soft and passionate and filled with power. There was no sadness surrounding the sun. Suddenly, the sun saw Quetzalcoatl. "Stop playing," he cried. "Stop singing. It's that terrible wind god. Don't even speak to him, or he will take you back to that silent planet of his." Naturally, the musicians obeyed. No one wanted to leave this palace of light and joy. Quetzalcoatl called, "Musicians, come with me." None of them said a word or made any sound. The wind god lifted his wings and cried out again, "Singers, musicians, the Lord of the sky commands you to come with me. Come to earth and fill the world with your sound." No one answered Quetzalcoatl's cry. Everything remained silent. Quetzalcoatl did not like what was going on. He didn't like to be ignored. Quetzalcoatl then gathered all his strength and let out an enormous roar. His voice exploded all over the universe like a million hurricanes. Lightning cracked, and a huge cloud was created. A cloud so vast that it covered the entire world. The clouds swirled around the house of the sun, turning the daylight into darkness. Soon, the sun was lost in the darkness of that great, powerful storm. The wind god roared as if there was no end to his voice. Everything fell down. The sun flickered like a tiny flame. With nowhere else to go, the musicians ran to Quetzalcoatl and huddled in his lap, trembling with fear. Instantly, Quetzalcoatl's anger passed. He kept each of them inside a box of different color, and carrying this box, he dived toward Earth. He felt like a father carrying his children home. As he dived, people on Earth looked up in anticipation. They felt something new was coming. They could see the colors beginning to glow, and the sight was so magnificent they gushed with delight. The trees lifted their branches, the birds soared, flowers opened, and fruits ripened. And amidst all this beauty, the people began to cry out with delight. Quetzalcoatl gave the boxes to Tezcatlipoca, and as he did, the whole planet seemed to be waking from a long sleep. Tezcatlipoca opened that box, and the musicians came out of each box. They looked around curiously at the beautiful planet around them, all waiting to listen to their music. Then they began to play. They wandered through the valleys and deserts and oceans, filling the air with their glorious music. The people on Earth learned to play music too, and so did the birds, the trees, the fish, and every other creature. The earth was soon filled with music. Quetzalcoatl and Tezcatlipoca were both pleased. They made this planet brighter by giving them the music. How music came to the world.